The Golden State Warriors have the NBA fooled. As you all know, there have been amid rumors by ESPN that Jordan Poole may be leaving at the end of his contract or demanding a trade in order to get a bigger role in another organization. But in today's video, I'm going to be telling you why the NBA has been fooled by the Golden State Warriors and how Jordan Poole isn't going anywhere. So in today's video, we're going to be going through 5 reasons why Jordan Poole is a perfect fit for the Golden State Warriors and why he's not leaving anytime soon. So don't forget to like this video, and if you want more Golden State Warriors content like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hitting that red button down below. Guys, 98% of you are still not subscribed, so it'd mean the world if you could subscribe to the channel. But let's get into the first reason, and why I think he's a perfect fit for the Golden State Warriors is Jordan Poole is a great predecessor to Stephen Curry. Now, unfortunately, it is hard to say this, but Stephen Curry is getting older by the day, and there will be a day where Golden State Warriors have to hang up Steph Curry's jersey and eventually he retires. And I think a great replacement for that is definitely Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole pretty much plays exactly like Steph Curry, same dribble moves, same three-point shot makes, and also the way he actually drives inside, very, very similar. What I do think Jordan Poole has over Steph Curry is Jordan Poole can actually get up. He can actually get up to dunk it, something that Steph Curry doesn't. Steph Curry loves his floaters, his soft layups. Jordan Poole, on the other hand, he could throw it down if he wanted to, and he's had some pretty good posters last season and also his rookie season as well. And I think that's what makes him such a fantastic player and such a perfect fit for the Golden State Warriors. If Steph Curry eventually leaves the Warriors, I think Jordan Poole is the next best replacement in order to get that same sort of Steph Curry light in the team. Now, don't get me wrong, Steph Curry is obviously one of the best out there when it comes to shooting, and Jordan Poole may not be able to be that great of a player, but I think Jordan Poole is definitely a second best option for that, and I think he will do such a great job and continue to improve. But then again, you never know, Jordan Poole may get better as time goes on and become an absolute beast. So last season, he really did start to show his strides, and even though he was coming off the bench, he did show that if he had that starter position, he can definitely be a key aspect to that. So he actually averaged 18.5 points, 4.0 assists, and 3.4 rebounds. So very good stats all around. Obviously, he is more of a scorer, and that's definitely what he provided with 18.5 points. To be coming off the bench a majority of those games and to average that high of a scoring shot, especially with people like such as Steph, Klay, Draymond, Kevon Looney, Andrew Wiggins on the team, I think it really does show how valuable Jordan Poole is to that second unit, and also how valuable he can be in the future if Steph Curry one day decides to retire. But obviously those are a lot of years away, but obviously Golden State Warriors do look into the future, and at least if they have Jordan Poole, if Steph Curry decides to leave, Jordan Poole can definitely make that replacement and become the next starting point guard. Reason number 2 is Jordan Poole will not find another team with players that complement his play style so well. As you all know, I have talked about this time and time again. Yes, Steph Curry is a beast. Yes, Klay is, and Draymond. However, what I do have to say about all of that is the supporting cast that the Golden State Warriors have built are honestly so good. They really don't get enough appreciation, even down to the coaching staff of Steve Kerr and the other assistant coaches. I think Golden State Warriors have created such a great team. It is hard for this team to actually lose, and I do have complete belief that they can win another NBA championship. And that's where I think Jordan Poole really is going to miss out if he decides to move to another organization. I think people don't realize this. They always say the grass is green on the other side, and people always get that skewed. What I do really see is that if Jordan Poole decides to leave, I heard Orlando Magic is actually one of those teams that are interested. If he does move to Orlando, I'm sorry to say this, but he probably won't win another NBA championship while he's in Orlando. The organization isn't as well thought out. They aren't as smart as Golden State Warriors to create an actual NBA championship team, and Golden State Warriors definitely have that championship DNA, which does show, while Orlando Magic, they don't really. And I think that's what Jordan Poole is going to miss out on if he decides to move to another team. Now, there obviously are other teams interested in him, but it has been shown that Orlando Magic can give them actually the best trade package, and I think when it comes to Jordan Poole, he probably won't end up winning another NBA championship over in Orlando Magic. Now, no disrespect to Orlando, I'm just saying that's how it actually is. Jordan Poole, the Warriors have built such a great roster. Andrew Wiggins, JaMychal Green, Mac McClung, all these great players, all these supporting cast, Kevon Looney, the list could go on forever. And I think that's something that Jordan Jordan Poole is going to miss if he decides to leave one day. Reason number 3 is Jordan Poole will develop faster in the Golden State Warriors than any other organization. Now, as you all know, we all know the saying, you're the 5 people you hang out with when it comes to the influence they have on you. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because that is the same in basketball. If you play with some of the greatest players ever, you are eventually going to be a great player because you're playing at the highest level with some of the elite. And I think that is honestly true. To have someone like Steph, Klay, Draymond, Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney all in your roster and be able to learn from them and also play them on a daily basis, you are going to be getting better no matter what. Because guys, I'm telling you right now, guarding someone like Steph Curry day in, day out during training session will make you a better defender and it will make you a better player overall. I feel like other teams can't really offer that. There's not really other teams that have such high level of players, especially throughout the whole roster. Golden State are definitely one of a kind, and that's definitely why they did win the NBA championship last year. A lot of the teams they versed, yes, they may have had other big superstars on it, maybe more superstars than Golden State Warriors itself. However, when it comes to the overall distribution of how many great players they are, nothing beats the Golden State Warriors. They went up against some tough teams and they were able to take them out, which was honestly fantastic. So that's where I see Jordan Poole actually developing more and more. If he goes to a team like Orlando, he's not really going to learn much. There isn't anyone there that's going to actually mentor him to get better each and every single day, or even other teams that were interested in him. So when it comes to Jordan Poole, I honestly think if he does stay with the Golden State Warriors, he will actually develop into a big player. And the reason why I'm saying this and where it actually shows evident is actually in Andrew Wiggins. A lot of people thought when they traded for Andrew Wiggins, he was going to be a flop. And the reason why is because, guys, in Andrew Wiggins back in Timberwolves, he wasn't so good. Okay, let's just be real. He wasn't so good. However, when it came to the Golden State Warriors, after one season, he has turned into an absolute monster. And no, it's not because he just got better. And yes, he did get better, don't get me wrong. However, I think the guidance from Steph, Andre Iguodala, you got players like Klay Thompson, who are all actually guiding him, developing him. You know, him playing at the highest level with some of the best players out there has definitely helped him grow his game, and it definitely does show, which is why Andrew Wiggins is such an all-out superstar, which I absolutely love. Reason number 4 is Jordan Poole may get the big contract he wants somewhere else from the Golden State Warriors if he decides to wait it out a little bit longer. Now, the reason why I bring this up, as you all know, Draymond Green has been in the rumor talks because he wants a max contract or he will decide to leave the organization. Now, whether he leaves or whether he actually accepts a contract that isn't max, I think they are going to give the excess money that they didn't spend on Draymond Green definitely to Jordan Poole. He's definitely an all-out superstar, and I think, you know, as time goes on, he will get better and better. You know, Andrew Wiggins has already committed, Kevon Looney have already committed, so they don't really need to worry about him. So when it comes to Jordan Poole, since he is such a young player, I think they are going to go all in and give that excess income in order to get Jordan Poole and retain him for long. So I think Jordan Poole will get the money-wise that he wants. A lot of these NBA players, obviously, when you're at a young age, all you want is to sign that big max contract, and I know Jordan Poole, that's what he wants, and I think Golden State Warriors can offer that to him if he just waits a little bit longer. Now, when it comes to Draymond Green with that situation, I think 2 things are going to happen. 1, they won't offer him the max contract, or 2, they will offer him a contract, but it isn't max, and I think it will be more on the declining end. Now, if Draymond decides not to take it, I don't think Golden State Warriors are going to try their best to keep him. If he wants to leave, he wants to leave. Unfortunately, that's how the game goes, and I think Golden State Warriors are able to find a replacement very, very quickly, you know, when it comes to for that price range. So, you know, I love Draymond Green, don't get me wrong. A lot of people really disrespect him, saying, oh, he gets no stats, but guys, I'm telling you right now, Draymond Green is definitely a vital player to this team. So when it comes to all of that as well, I think it is honestly interesting to see that Jordan Poole wants probably, I don't know whether he wants actually the money side of things, whether he wants more money or whether he wants a bigger role. That is still yet to be decided. But the teams that are interested in him, I feel can actually offer him a really big contract because it's Spurs, Orlando Magic, and Indiana Pacers, which were the top 3 mentioned by ESPN. Reason number 5, Jordan Poole will have more playoff experience staying with the Golden State Warriors. Warriors. Now I think this is huge because the teams that do want him are all teams that aren't really good right now and are looking to rebuild. So like I mentioned, San Antonio Spurs, which haven't made the playoffs recently, Indiana Pacers, and also Orlando Magic. So all those teams haven't really made the playoffs or even haven't gone far in recent years. So I think if he does stay with the Golden State Warriors, he will be able to develop more playoff experience and become a better player because of it. I think a lot of people think that is slept on, but the playoffs is definitely a different game, and we have seen this time and time again. Another example of this is the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves made the playoffs. It was great. It has been a while since they made the playoffs, and they got knocked out the first round so easily. And the reason why is because they have no experience in the playoffs, and it really does show. And I think obviously when it comes to all of that in general, Golden State Warriors is a team that will be making the playoffs time and time again, no doubt about that, and Jordan Poole can continue to get better as time goes on. I think the development of Jordan Poole is more important right now than catching a bag or, being a star player in another team, because at the end of the day, that is going to set you up better for the long term. And I think that's where a lot of NBA players go wrong. When they're at a young age, when they start to play out or, ball out a little bit, once they see a big contract from a team that, may not make the playoffs, or they'll give them the star position, but they're a really bad team, they'll usually accept it because they want that money. But eventually it starts to run out, and then eventually you start to fade out with it because you're not playing in the playoffs or anything like that. You're not playing a team that's exciting or anything of that nature. So I think it is very important to join a proper team, and that's definitely where Golden State Warriors is, and I do think Jordan Poole will stay. Now, it does look like Jordan Poole is staying, and that's why, I think they are fooling everyone in the NBA, getting everyone excited, but I honestly think he's going to stay in Golden State Warriors and try to win multiple championships. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you soon. Peace.